Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back. My name is Bobby Peacock. So glad that you are back here again to watch this video. In this video, we are specifically going to be talking about 3 negative side effects of consuming. So let's jump into it. Now, before we officially jump into it, I wanted to take a little bit of a recap on last week's video where we talked about consuming versus creating. And I had another video planned, but this is how life goes. I felt like I just need to take this a little bit deeper when it comes to the negative side effects of consuming. Now, in the last video, we talked about 2 negative side effects of consuming, but we're going to add one more. So let's jump into the first one. Number 1, consuming robs joy. And I learned this from Pastor Justin out of Watertown. Shout out to him again. And I believe to this side effect that there are 2 main points of this side effect, which is the first one. When consuming robs joy, what does it mean? It means that when we consume so much on social media or so much with like TV or whatever, we start to envy. Maybe it's an actor's life, or maybe the actors in the situation, and we start to envy that situation or lust after that situation, and we start to become jealous. Now, I'm a believer and I love the Bible. And so I was like, okay, so what does the Bible say about envy or even jealousy? So in Proverbs 14:30, it says, a peaceful heart or a joyful heart leads to a healthy body. That's pretty good. But jealousy is the cancer in the bones. See, when we are scrolling on social media, non-stop going, we start to consume other people's lifestyle and we want to live in that lifestyle. We are jealous of that lifestyle. Or, most of y'all know I love shoes, I love kicks, but sometimes I can even catch myself of saying, I want this, I want that, I want that. So we start to envy other people's lifestyle. The other side effect of consuming, it actually not only robs us of joy, but it also completely takes us away from joy. What I mean by this as a side effect is, for example, multiple years ago, I was playing Ultimate Frisbee and I loved Ultimate Frisbee. And there was one specific day, there was some kids that were playing with us. And so their dad was on the sideline watching them play Ultimate Frisbee with us. There was a moment where, these kids were like maybe 6, 7, 8 years old, and one of them was specifically a boy, and he was learning the game and he started killing it. And we were all encouraging him to keep going, you got this, and just giving him words of affirmation. Well, he made a touchdown and we celebrate with the boy, and I watch the boy look on the sideline. I look at the dad, and the dad is like this. And I could see on the boy's face from him going, yes, I did this, to almost frowning because his dad did not see him score. And his dad may have had an important text, or maybe he was just scrolling and consuming social media. I say that story because consuming so much takes us away from reality, and a reality where we can experience joy. I think about this, like I have movie nights with my son, right? We're talking about consuming, I'm talking about movie nights, and this is something that we can do together. But if I'm on my phone the whole time during the movie and not watching with my son, what good is that? My son's going to see that. Or if we're outside and I'm just on my phone and my son is playing, he's going to see that. And so for me, it not only robs us of joy because of jealousy, but it robs us of joy because it takes us away from reality and gives us a false reality of what we want. Now let's talk about point 2, the side effect of focus. Consuming robs focus. Now, we live in a day and age where, like I talked about in the last video, where we want to get those dopamine hits, right? We want that information at our fingertips. We want that. But the reality is it's actually taking us away from focus, because it's so easy for me anyways, I could be working on my computer's right here. I can be working on my computer, calling it great, doing a good job, and then bling, oh, I get a notification. Something in my brain brings me to my phone and says, oh, I need to swipe. I need to check on that notification. Then what happens is it gets me away from my computer, away from my deep thought, and then I'm just not focused anymore. And then it takes me a while to jump back into that focus. That's a side effect of consuming too much. It takes us away from our focus. It's more of a distraction than an opportunity to focus. And then the third side effect of consuming is that it robs creativity. And I think about this. I'm going to make this one really personal. I have all of the means to create. Man, you look at my basement, right? I have a huge light set up right here. I have another light set up right here. I have a camera. I have a mic. I have another mic. I have a computer and an iPad to edit. I have multiple tools at my ready that I can just grab. Multiple tools. I mean, this basement is like meant for a studio to make videos, and I can make podcasts, I can make music. I have everything at my disposal. But the reality is, I get so caught up in consuming sometimes, especially last year, that I didn't create as much as I should have. And so it robs me of my creativity because I'm so caught up in what other people are creating and I'm caught up in lusting or envying or being jealous of what they're creating, that it takes me away from having the opportunity to create my own things. I think about it this way. Yes, I am creating content for y'all to consume, which is very true. But when I'm talking about consuming, I am really just talking about the mind-numbing scrolling, the Dead Sea Scroll of consuming, where it's not actually valuable content. I'm talking about that fast food content that we get it quick, we get the dopamine hit, we get the quick entertainment of it all, and it doesn't bring value to us. That's what I'm talking about when it comes to consuming. My question for you is, what are you consuming, and is it bringing value to you? And if it's not, what are you going to do to make a change? Like I said, 3 side effects to consuming, and there's probably multiple more, but the 3 side effects are: it robs joy, it robs focus, and it robs creativity. So what are you going to do about it? Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this content, feel free to give me a thumbs up, give me a like, drop a comment, follow me, whatever works for you. It's, at the end of the day, I'm hoping that when my son is 12, that he watches this YouTube content and says, yo, my dad is bringing some valuable content out here and he's getting it and I'm learning from it. So peace, love, blessings. We out.